Hey there everyone, welcome back to GameVine, and my name is Dave, and today we're going to be changing it up with the Switch. So as you can remember, in the last DIY video, we switched the shell for this Joy-Con. It turned out pretty well, but it was pretty frustrating. This time around though, it's not going to be as frustrating. It's going to be a shorter video, a simpler process, and we're going to add space to our back of our Switch. Now this will void your warranty if you do this, so take that and do what you will. With this shell here, I will be leaving a link on where I got it. It's kind of a matte sticker, and it's actually a black back here. So just like my Switch back that I have now, I thought it was going to be like not a sticker. I thought it was going to be all the way through, though the sticker quality is pretty good. There are other shells that are translucent, and I'm actually pretty cool with this. I'm okay with the fact that it's just a sticker on a different shell and that I didn't have to actually go out and buy a sticker, so I can save my Nintendo Switch shell just in case I don't like it. So without further ado, nothing to it but to do it. Let's go ahead and change the back of the Switch. First, let me show you what you'll need. So luckily, what you need is pretty simple. It's just a screwdriver and 2 bits. This shell actually came with it, so most of the time if you go ahead and get a shell from the internet, you're going to have these bits. But if you don't, you need a tri-wing bit, a small one that's from Nintendo's patented screwdriver, and then just a Phillips head screwdriver. Very simple. The shell actually came with other screws. You might need tweezers just in case you have a hard time trying to screw in tiny screws, but that's pretty much it. We have our Switch. We're going to go ahead and flip this over. As you can tell, I have a soft padding mouse pad here because we're going to have to push down very hard on these tri-wing screws because these are some of the tightest screws in the whole system, more so than the Joy-Con, anything, and you don't want to strip these and you don't want to break the screen, so you want to have soft padding. So unlike the Joy-Con, this is a simple process, and I'm going to go through it with you. The first thing we do is remove 4 screws, tri-wing screws from the back. Again, these are very tough screws, so push down hard and screw them out. Next, we're going to remove 2 Phillips head screws. Now, you see 5 here. All you got to do is remove the middle one, and it will detach the back of the shell. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we have to remove some screws from the top and from the bottom here. Now the ones on top and bottom are very tiny screws. Make sure to keep track of your screws. Have some kind of bin that you can put them in. Then you want to remove the screw underneath the micro SD card. And now we just want to gently pry the back off here. It should come off very easily. If it doesn't, that means you have a screw that you haven't unscrewed. So be wary of that and just gently take this back off. Alright, so look at the back here. Those are the innards, and luckily we have to go no further than that. But we do have to replace the kickstand and put it on the brand new back, so let me show you how to do that. So next we want to remove the 2 screws on either side of the mechanism on the back here, and then replace it by putting it onto the brand new beautiful space back, along with removing this tri-screw on the kickstand itself, and take the metal bar and place it on your new back here, making sure that you press the metal bar all the way down until you can hear like a light snap. Let me go ahead and do that. Next, we want to go ahead and take the game cart slot and then put it on the back as well. And as long as your case isn't faulty, everything should kind of fit and or slightly snap into place. So it's a guided process. Now that we have the back all decked out like we want, we are going to place it on the Switch. I pressed around all the sides just to make sure everything clicked. Here you do want to hear some clicks and make sure there's no space. And then we're going to go ahead and screw in going backwards. So we're going to screw in the side screw first, then the top screw, bottom screw, and then the 4 in the back. So let's go ahead and do that. There we have it. Oh man, it is beautiful. And I love the feel of it. Now we just have to make sure everything works. So we still have a lot of the hardware from the old back. I wish I could get a little bit of spiced up version of that, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. We'll go ahead and see if the game fits in there. Looks good. Everything looks solid. Don't want to over tighten those screws, by the way. You don't want to strip them. Just when you feel that it's tight enough, that's when you should stop. And then we'll go ahead and put this micro SD card in here. Now the stand's a little catchy. I mean, you could kind of polish that down, sand it down a little bit if you want, but you can let it wear down over time. But nice. Okay, so everything seems to be starting up. True test. We'll see if the Joy-Cons fit in. It does feel a little bit more snug with at least that one. He still comes off on his own. But yeah, looks like everything's good. See what it looks like from the back. That is fantastic. I love the colors of space. And I was thinking about doing a translucent, but I'm glad I went with this one. All right, let's get to my final thoughts. So this process was super easy. If I could quote one of my favorite YouTubers, barely an inconvenience. It was fantastic. I would recommend this to anyone who can handle a screwdriver because all the pieces just kind of link in. You're not getting into any of the electronics. There are 1 or 2 mechanisms that you're transferring over, but it's super easy. And the result is beautiful. So if you are digging on the design, there are tons of designs out there. Translucent ones, shells that have the sticker already on it, because basically what this is a skin that you could buy off of Amazon or eBay. Now I'm leaving a link down below for the skins and the shells, but this one just came with an extra back, which I'm okay with. It's your preference. If you want to do a skin, it seems to be pretty solid. I like the feel of it. I don't know how hard it is to get the skins off or if they leave residue, so that's why I went with the shell exchange. Eventually I might do a see-through one since it's so easy. It took me like 11 minutes to do everything, but that's because I was showing you guys how to do stuff. You could probably get this done in 5 minutes if you focused. So if you're into this, again, the link down below is to Amazon to get the shell or skins, and there's also a link down below to visit our Facebook. While you're down there, click like and subscribe too. And it has been a pleasant experience to swap this back here with all of you, Vine Nation. Come back and join me in the next video, whether it be a controller review or another DIY. I'm not sure what it will be, but there's probably a video lingering right around here. So until the next time that I see you guys, have a great rest of your day and a great time with all that you play. I'm Dave here at GameVine, and I'm out.